Friends, till now we have used this formula V0 is equal to B0 plus time from t is equal to 1 till t is equal to infinity, summation of Et minus R into Bt minus 1 by 1 plus RT. But in actual, we have only seen the cases where after a certain amount of time the residual income completely fades. Now we have to consider, what if it never fades and there is a constant perpetual growth rate G? What will happen in that case? To do that, we will start with the single stage Gordon growth model and try to arrive at the residual income model for single stage growth rate. Let's see how to do that. The Gordon growth model says if there is a constant growth rate, the V0 is equal to D0 into 1 plus G by R minus G. Let's say the price justifies the value. Then we can replace this V0 with P0, right? Now, if we divide both sides by the forward looking earnings, that is E1, what do we get? P0 by E1 is equal to D0 by E1 into 1 plus G by R minus G. Now this D0 into 1 plus G can be written as D1, right? D1 by E1 divided by R minus G. This is nothing but the payout ratio, which is 1 minus the retention ratio, R minus G. Now we already know the expression for B in terms of return on equity, right? B is equal to, or rather the sustainable growth rate G is equal to B into ROE, where B is the retention ratio. Now if we use it here, what we get is P0 by E1 becomes 1 minus B is equal to G by ROE, right? G by return on equity divided by R minus G. Now here we multiply both sides by return on equity. Let's see what happens. ROE minus G by R minus G, right? This implies P0 by E1 by ROE is equal to ROE minus G by R minus G. Now let us see one more thing here. B0 into ROE, considering ROE is constant, this will give us E1. We have already noticed this from residual income calculations, right? B0 into ROE will give us E1. This implies E1 by ROE is equal to B0. So we can simply write P0 by B0, because this is E1 by ROE, right? E1 by ROE is nothing but B0. So we just replace this value with B0. This becomes ROE minus G by R minus G. Now this can be rewritten as ROE plus R minus R minus G. By R minus G. So this becomes ROE minus R plus R minus G by R minus G. Okay. With a little bit of further manipulation, we can easily write P0 by B0 is equal to, let this remain as it is, this is divided by this and this becomes 1 plus ROE minus R by R minus G. So this becomes this, right? If we multiply both sides by B0, this becomes P0 is equal to B0 plus B0 into ROE minus R by R minus G. This is our expression for single stage valuation through residual income. We can also replace this P0 with V0.